arc welding is more consistent and accurate than hand welding. The completed frames then get a surface preparation, giving the steel a uniform finish that is now ready for powder painting. Workers paint the frames using an electrostatic paint process. These guns spray electrically charged paint particles that are drawn to the grounded frames in a smooth and even coat. The frames then bake in an oven for 40 minutes to cure the paint. Next come the handlebars. A worker makes them by lubricating a rubber tube and sliding it onto an assembly fixture. He then locks a preformed metal tube in place and lubricates it as well. He turns a hand wheel, which brings the two tubes together, forming the hand grip. He completes the assembly by screwing on an end cap. Meanwhile, a worker assembles the control panel by putting on the overlays for the user interface. She then hooks up the printed circuit board that controls the unit. She closes the housing, but leaves the connectors exposed for connection to the mainframe later. A worker then attaches a steel support fixture onto the frame. Next comes this drive wheel assembly, which he bolts onto the support fixture. He puts a drive belt around a pulley that provides various resistance levels for the user and rolls the belt onto the drive wheel. He then uses a pneumatic tool to tighten down the pulley, which stretches the drive belt and sets it to the appropriate tension. Next, he attaches the computer board that controls the various fitness programs. A worker then installs the leg bars onto the arc trainer's frame and attaches a foot pedal onto each leg bar. He installs linkage bars onto the drive wheel assembly. Then he aligns the drive wheel and puts on the molded front housing, followed by the protective side covers. He connects a linkage bar that extends from each leg bar to the drive wheel, then connects one linkage bar to each arm handle. He makes sure all the linkage bars are working properly. Finally, he tests the free-floating foot pedals and the dual-action arms, as well as all the other functions and features. These arc trainers are high-tech exercise machines. Some models even come with a TV. Used oil furnaces generate heat by burning used oil without having to refine it. These furnaces are found in automobile shops, maintenance facilities, and construction sites. Transport fleets and trucking companies also use them to turn the used oil they produce into heat for their facilities. It takes a special furnace to burn used oil. Used oil is thick and dirty compared to residential fuel oil and must be turned into a fine mist to burn properly. It all starts with a computer-controlled laser making what's called the front and rear flue plates out of steel. The plates for this hot air furnace are made of stainless or hot-rolled steel, depending on the size of the unit. A worker then makes what's known as the heat exchanger by joining the flue plates together with steel tubes called flue tubes. This device is called a Swagger machine. It expands just the ends of the flue tubes, bonding them in place with the flue plate. Next, he assembles the section in which hot gases collect after passing through the flue tubes on their way out of the furnace. He then sets a combustion chamber on the top of the heat exchanger and welds them together. He completes the heat exchanger assembly by welding on a base equipped with 2 air deflector plates. These square plates help direct the ambient air as it enters the furnace and circulates around the combustion chamber. Meanwhile, an electrostatic powder coating machine paints the outside covers of the furnace. Next, they put on inner air deflectors, then assemble the cabinet. They bolt everything in place, then put on an insulated door. Now he hooks up a blower control box. This electrical box regulates when hot air is sent into a room. A worker then connects a tester box to the temperature controls that measure the temperature inside the furnace. He runs a number of tests to confirm that both the blower and the burner will turn on or off when